Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Lamb, the coordinator for the hair transplant workshop coming up on October 14th in St. Louis at St. Louis University. This is our third annual workshop. It's been actually fantastic. The last 2 years have been sold out. And what I want to do is go through each year the video to introduce what we've done differently, what to expect. We've been sold out for 2 years. People have been loving this, and I think what really differentiates this workshop is a few things. Number one is hands-on. You go to other workshops, you never get your hands wet. You never have a feeling of, can you do this procedure at all? And what you get is a very intimate feedback with the top faculty across the world in hair restoration, helping you actually, I watch you make the recipient sites, I see how it's done. You draw a hairline, does it look natural? I criticize it. Each of your colleagues would go back and forth and critique it. So it's 3 days of hands-on experience. You literally cannot get that anywhere else in the world. A lot of places that you can maybe get a live workshop, you get to see some surgeries done, but that doesn't tell you how to do it. We give you that feedback, so that's the cornerstone of this entire weekend. The other thing that's really amazing this year compared to last year, our one criticism we had last year was the fact that we were just having only level ones, that you got something in level twos, you got something else. A lot of people, they don't feel like they're exactly level one. Some people don't feel they're exactly level two. And those that felt like they were one or the other still felt like they were missing part of the curriculum. So what I've done this year is I've really packed it in. I've looked at the course curriculum very carefully. If courses should have been 30 minutes, I allow that time. If courses are only 15 to 20 minutes, I shrink that time. I've completely tailored the entire course for optimal effect. So I was able to cram all those courses, both level one and level two lectures, so you get both of it at the same price. In addition, in order to accommodate the lab time, because I really want to give you that hands-on time, I've pushed it, unlike any other course, I believe probably even in St. Louis, I push it all the way to 5:30, and so that you really get that time all the way into the early evening of hands-on time, that you really get your hands wet. The other thing I've done is, let's say you're really good at crown transplants, but you're not good at female hairline design. You can spend very little time in crown. You can spend your time over in female hairline design. There's almost a pick and choose, which is very different. So even if you've been to this course once or two times, you're now able to find exactly what you want to do and be able to do that well and get that area done. Say like you only want 30 minutes with crown. Let's say you want 1 hour with FUE, follicular unit extraction, you can do that. And so it's a completely different way of teaching a course, which is very, very tailored and yet very, very comprehensive with expanding the hours. I really encourage you, if you're a physician listening to this, to send your assistants, because our assistant program is as intense and as psychotic and crazy and amazing as the physician program is. It's absolutely great. So in-depth, hands-on, working you through no matter how sophisticated you think you are, even if you're getting an assistant who's been doing it for 10 years, there is another level that we can bring that assistant. If someone's never cut before, that person come in too. We welcome all assistants at a much fraction of a cost of what they're going to get any other program. Highly encourage them to come on board. The level of hands-on you're going to get at this is truly unique, and how tailored it is for you. The final thing I want to emphasize, another thing is we've got new faculty too. So we've changed out some faculty, have all the best faculty. If you really want to look at the curriculum, just go to pa.slu.edu, and that's really going to give you the idea of what the entire brochures and sign up. We've been sold out for 2 years straight, so I encourage you to come this year. The final thing is, I really want you to understand, we're not just about doing beautiful hands-on work. We're also here to challenge the brain. A lot of times what you get is not critical thinking, and when you're not a critical thinking surgeon, you don't deliver great results. So we try to emphasize hands-on, we deliver artistry, we desire judgment, and judgment is an entire Sunday. So the other thing that's really important is, don't get an early flight out on Sunday. You need to be here with us until 1 p.m. That time is so critical, because during that Sunday session, what you're getting truly critical thinking. What is critical thinking? Difficult cases. When you see that up on the screen, you start to go, wow, I start to understand things differently. This is now more complicated than I thought. Oh, that is a different way of understanding it. And last year, when I deliver a really high game in my lectures, all my staff raise the bar. Very, very high bar in terms of educational values. I've picked my staff not just based on their reputation and the quality of their clinical services. I've also picked them on the quality of their lecturing style, which is huge to me. If you cannot communicate, even if you're a good surgeon, it's not good enough. If you're a good communicator, you're a bad surgeon with bad results, you're not going to be on my staff. So it's a very, very tight focus that I have. The other thing that's really great is Sunday is an integration of both the assistants and the surgeons. First time we're doing that. And the reason is that the assistants really need to know that critical thinking skills that the surgeon is doing, and the surgeons really need the critical thinking skills that the assistants are doing. So that integration of critical thinking is going to be the first time we're doing it, and I'm really, really proud of the services we're providing in terms of educational value. So really focused. I think you're not going to hear, if you hear the passion in my voice, you're not going to hear this level of passion in a lot of other courses, because I'm really driven for educational excellence and making sure your value you get out of that weekend with us. Thank you.